What's good, y'all? I just wanted to try this shit out again. It is very cold out here, and while I look like I'm bundled up, I am wearing some fucking I'm wearing some shorts right now, just because I'm more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? But make sure I don't get hit by nobody. I just wanted to talk to y'all because I've been thinking lately. There's so much depression going around, and it's just a trip to me. Because it's like, especially around the kids, when I was young, at least I remember, we wasn't depressed and had anxiety, or at least it wasn't diagnosed that way. But now, a lot of people are depressed, a lot of people have anxiety, and I'm just wondering why is it so different? I mean, and I got my own theories about it, but I'm wondering what everybody else thinks about it, because I mean, they dealing with a lot. To me, the kids is dealing with a lot too. Everybody's like, oh, these kids today wouldn't make it back in my day, blah, 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 blah. But look what they going through. They got corona, they gotta be stuck at home, and just going through that type of shit. So, I mean, mass shootings they dealing with, school shootings, it's crazy. So it's like, everybody say these kids is soft, but then you look at the memes and then they say these kids are, what's the word? Desensitized. And I'm just like, which one is it? Because at first I thought it was like, oh yeah, these kids soft because, you know, because of the type of shit you hear. You like, oh, everybody get a participation award and, you know, little shit like that. But if you sit there and really think about it, I feel like they dealt with more shit than we've dealt with as a millennial. They deal with more shit than we've dealt with growing up, to be honest. I'm trying to lock this shit. Nah, god damn it. Whatever. Anyway, it just really been on my mind lately. And I'm like, man, I'm hearing all these young rappers and these young kids make jokes and talk about their depression. And I'm like, how is everybody so depressed now? And I really started to think about it. Because again, not to say the same shit I've been saying. It's just, I feel like we didn't have these issues, or at least, again, it wasn't diagnosed that way. When we were children, people who in my age range, I'm 32 years old. So it's like, I'm just wondering why that is so much depression and anxiety nowadays. And yeah, it just, I don't know. It worries me for the youth, especially, because I'm like, nobody takes serious what they're going through. The parents don't understand them because they're like, well, in my day, blah, 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 blah. But think about the way the world is right now. So, I mean, I'm saying all this to say, just check on these kids. Believe them. Believe that shit that they're going through. And I feel like that undiagnosed anxiety and depression from our age group when we were younger, we just grew up into adults with depression and anxiety that went unchecked, and we ourselves don't want to believe it because we've been told that it's not, you need to get over it, you know, you need to not be like that, because it's always been downgraded to, you know, you just tripping, or you not they're not validating your feelings, is what I'm saying. And then you grow up to do that same shit to your kids, but don't pass that down. Break that cycle, because I mean, again, think about the world right now and how you feel as an adult, and how these kids have to, you know, go through this. They got to go through all this shit too. It's just, it's nuts to me, man. I know I'm rambling, but, and I'm listening to Lil Wayne right now too with my old ass. because this Carter album is fire. But that's beside the point. My point is, just, man, take mental health serious. Believe your children. Listen to them. Talk to them. Try to talk them through shit. Because they need that help, man. They really do. They don't need that where you get pushed off like our feelings did. They're like, And then black people especially, therapy for us was frowned upon. It's like, oh, you need therapy? You need to go see a doctor about your feelings? Oh, this nigga crazy. And they're like, hey man, don't fuck with him, that nigga crazy. He gotta go see a therapist. They just dismiss it instead of thinking like you going through some emotional shit that nobody gives a fuck about and trying to help you with. So, again, I want to be such a big proponent in taking mental health serious and caring about the mental health of people you care about. Don't dismiss their feelings, like really care about that shit. And I kind of wish that we took it more serious back in the day, and we would probably be further along as a society if we did when I was growing up, especially black people. And I hate to say especially black people, nobody feels offended by that, but I can only speak from my personal feelings.